Sup guys, my name's the Guardian, and I'm here with a new series, a reborn series, an awesome series, a series that my channel is really going to be based around. Like, I wanted to start this channel just for this series, basically. And I told you in my 50 subscriber special, or whatever, thank you video, about like 10 to 11 days ago, that I would start a ghost series. That's right, a ghost series. So, I'm going to get started here. So, I'm going to try to keep it, like, scary. For the first episode, it's going to be okay, but then it's going to escalate through all the episodes, kind of, I guess. And then later on, I want to hear your guys' stories, and they could be featured on my channel. Just leave a message, a comment down below, or message me, or whatever you feel comfortable with. So, let's get started. This first episode is going to be called Amanda. Amanda, well, you guys are wondering why Amanda. Because I used to live in a house with my cousin, okay? Now, this house was totally creepy. It was like when you went into the house, you could feel that there was some kind of creepiness in it. It was so weird, just so weird. Anyways, my cousin, we were small, we were young, It was always fun living with my cousin, like with my aunt and stuff. Living a big family, I guess. And my cousin would always talk about her imaginary friend, Amanda. Amanda, yeah. That's why I named this episode Amanda. And at first it didn't seem like such a big deal, like, okay, Amanda. But then she said she started seeing her at night. That she actually saw this imaginary friend. So it wasn't just an imaginary friend, it was a friend that she could see. And yeah, so I found it kind of creepy at first. But then it just got creepier, the first time she told me she had an imaginary friend, it was creepy for me. Then she told me that she could actually see her. That's when it got a little creepy. A little creepy. A lot of creepiness there. Then, my other cousin, my older cousin, he's about like 20. And then he came over one day. He was sleeping at my house for some weird reason. And, everything was fine. And then he went to sleep like at 3 in the morning or something like that. Teenagers or whatever. And then he said he had a dream. And he had a really weird dream that something needed to be done about. Like, it was a serious dream that impacted him in a big way, I guess. And his dream was that Amanda was an actual human being. So my younger cousin had been seeing a spiritual being, I guess. If you can put it that way. And so my cousin had a dream about that little girl named Amanda, right? And she died at my house, supposedly. That's what he said in his dream. Or some kind of dream, or a weird message, a message thing or whatever. And he said that Amanda's grandfather had killed Amanda. That's right. Amanda's grandfather. Alright, so, all that he remembers, so he remembers seeing the grandpa or whatever killing Amanda, and then he said that in his dream, all of a sudden Amanda stood up to him and said that he has to dig in our backyard, cause his grandma and Amanda's grandpa had buried Amanda in our backyard. So my older cousin was just going all crazy about how he has to dig up Amanda, and then he didn't even know that my younger cousin. All right, let's name my younger cousin Bailey and my older cousin Zach. Okay, so Bailey was the one with the imaginary friend or whatever. Or yeah. So Zach didn't even know about Bailey's imaginary friend yet. So he just had that dream without even knowing about anything. And then my cousin told him, Bailey told him about her imaginary friend, right? And then that's when he said, that's not an ordinary imaginary friend, that is a spirit, a spiritual being. So throughout this whole time, you could hear weird things around the house, like random knockings, sometimes like random little cries here and there. Like if you're sleeping by yourself in your room, you could hear things from the window, like a couple weird calls and stuff. And I found it very interesting. So my cousin was all freaking out. My older cousin Zach was all freaking out about it. And so he went backyard. And he said he was going to dig. And I'll leave that first episode here. I'll tell you the rest of this episode or another story in the next episode. If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment down below your personal stories, and as always, this has been the Guardian signing out. I'm kind of a paranormal fanatic, so see.